Good afternoon, I'm here with Elizabeth Rimmer, who's the Chief Executive of LawCare, the charity. Elizabeth, we've got World Mental Health Day coming up on the 10th of October, and the theme this year is around mental health in the workplace. How far do you think, being in your position, have you seen that the legal sector has come, or how far has it still got to go in understanding and accepting and supporting those who've got mental health problems?
Well, I think the first thing to say is that we need to remember that 1 in 4 people at some time in their life will experience a mental health problem. And we know from studies that have been done in Australia and the United States that actually lawyers have higher rates of stress, anxiety and depression when compared to the general population. So there's something going on within the culture and practice of law that can make some people more vulnerable to some mental health issues. So it's really important that we bring mental health out of the shadows. And this theme for this year's World Mental Health Day, Mental Health in the Workplace, is absolutely fantastic for us in the legal community. I think the legal profession has come a long way. I've been at LawCare 3 years, and I would say in the last 2 years, we've seen a much bigger growing engagement with the mental health agenda, more firms implementing wellbeing strategies and programs, training staff to be mental health champions, training staff with mental health first aid training, putting more on their intranet sites and within their internal communications, having people speak up about their own experiences of mental health. So there's been a lot more work in that area, and we've seen some of the national campaigns during Mental Health Awareness Week taking place as well within the legal community. That's not to say we don't have work to do. I think that we are just beginning to touch the top of the iceberg here, and that actually what we have a lot of work to do over the next decade is really build on this engagement and interest in mental health to make sure we're doing something to make some lasting changes so that our legal environment becomes a place where people can remain well and functional well in their professional lives.
Okay, great. And thinking about the day then, how is LawCare getting involved in supporting the World Mental Health Day? What kind of things will you be doing?
Well, we're really excited this year because it's our 20th anniversary.
Great.
So we will be having a big cake.
Good.
We will be having a cake, yes. We're having a 20th anniversary conference and celebration on World Mental Health Day.
Great.
So we've invited a range of our stakeholders and supporters across the legal community to come to an afternoon conference where we're going to talk about mental health in the workplace and share our experiences across the legal community. And then we're having a celebration where we're inviting a lot of former staff and trustees of LawCare to come along, have some cake, and celebrate where we've got to over the last 20 years. And also think about where we need to go in the future. But also we're launching a new publication on World Mental Health Day, which is top tips for mental health in the workplace. And it's some simple tips for organizations to have a look at about how they can create healthy workplaces where people who do have concerns about their mental health actually feel able to talk about them and talk to their colleagues about it. So that will be launching on World Mental Health Day and will also be available to download from our website.
Great. And how can law firms and legal practitioners get involved? Let's say we can't all come to your conference. Thank you for the invite, by the way. It's great.
Glad you're coming.
Be there. But if we can't get to that conference, but people still want to be involved, what kind of things could they do?
Well, there's some fantastic resources available on the internet for World Mental Health Day. This is an event day that's designated by the World Health Organization, and here in the UK, the Mental Health Foundation have put together a huge number of resources available for free on their website about what you can do on World Mental Health Day, some information about the theme. So one thing would be for firms to promote within their organizations that it is World Mental Health Day. Consider putting some articles about mental health and while it matters into internal communications. Encourage staff to perhaps have a tea and talk session, which is what the Mental Health Foundation are promoting. And I know CILEx is rolling this out to its branches. Engage on social media. There'll be a lot of activity on World Mental Health Day. As firms and organizations can show their support by participating in the social media strategies. So there's lots of things that can be done,
Great.
and huge number of resources out there to make that easy.
Lovely, and I've heard of something called the Green Ribbon campaign. Can you just explain what that is?
So the Green Ribbon campaign was launched by the Lord Mayor of London last year, but it's actually gone broader than London. It's now a national campaign. And the Green Ribbon is a ribbon that people can wear to show their support for mental health. And alongside the campaign, the Lord Mayor's team have developed a campaign called This Is Me, which is where individuals or organizations can produce videos and information about mental health and how it affects people. If you go on their website, you'll see some of the videos that have been produced. You can find out about next year's campaign. The campaign runs during Mental Health Awareness Week, which will be in May of 2018. And last year, the Lord Mayor's team ran special workshops for the legal community on how they could get involved.
Okay.
Those dates aren't out yet, but look out for them. They'll be on our website, but there will be an opportunity to learn more about the campaign and how you can participate.
Okay, thanks for your time, Elizabeth, and look forward to seeing you at your conference in a few weeks' time.
That's great. Thanks very much.
Thanks for talking to Reg Matters. Thank you.